Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück hier zu Tales of Rise. Mit dem Ralf von der letzten Folge haben wir uns weiter durch Rena gekämpft, aber wir stehen hier nicht mehr. Denn ich bin nochmal zurückgereist, weil ich vor dem Endkampf nochmal die Sache, lieber kämpfe ich mich da jetzt nochmal durch. Und, dass, Dohalim fertig ist. Der fehlt nämlich noch.
Hey, Shion. Got any requests for supper tonight?
Me? Not really. I'm fine with just about anything.
Der Erfahrungsboost brauchen wir nicht. Vor dem Boss brauche ich was anderes.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
Ja. Ja, Dohalim.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while?
Would you perchance be interested in going on a walk together?
Why? You're not on guard duty for another few hours.
Which is why I want to walk. To hear the music in these parts.
Music? Where are you going to find musicians all the way out here?
There's more to music than what people play. It's in the grass, fluttering in the wind, the leaves in the trees, and the songs of birds and insects. Once you open your ears, you'll find that music is truly everywhere in this world.
What sounds like music depends on who's listening, huh? It's an interesting idea, but I think it might be a little too difficult for me. Speaking of music, whatever happened to your instruments? You used to be a musician, didn't you?
Those are well out of my reach at this point. That aside, I don't feel that I yet have the right to play any of them again. You could say that it is in part my way of atoning for that which I have failed to do over the years.
Meaning that you haven't completely given up on making things right.
Do you think me a fool stuck in the past?
Not at all. In fact, far from it. You sound like you're still holding out hope for a brighter future. Picture yourself being able to play your music again. Doesn't that motivate you to keep going even when things get tough?
I see what you mean. I didn't realize that drive still lingered within me. The darkness in one's heart is sure to manifest in their music. However, I promise you that one day, when that darkness has finally lifted, I shall let you hear me perform.
Well, now that you've said it, you're gonna have to follow through. I look forward to hearing you play.
Here, let me help you relax.
Ja,
and
das war noch nicht
with
das
a little
letzte.
melody.
Das war bei Dohalim noch nicht das letzte. Damit.
Did we? Really just spend that much money?
Oder? Nee. Ich mache das anders. Ich mache jetzt hier einen Cut und warte eine Stunde. Weil ich weiß jetzt nicht, wann wir hier fertig sind. Also ich weiß, dass jetzt nicht mehr viel kommt. Ich möchte das eigentlich noch fertig haben, bevor wir gegen den Boss kämpfen. Gehen wir aber woanders hin. Also, bis gleich.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
So, eine Stunde ist jetzt rum. Gucken wir mal.
Huh? Something smells nice. It's
Muss ich nochmal was kochen, weil die Stunde ist
This
jetzt rum.
looks perfect. Guaranteed.
Jawohl.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You want some?
Well, I'll be. I'm not accustomed to such offers, but I'll gladly partake. It's quiet tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think there are even any Zoogles lurking around for once. Is this one of those times where people would start playing music?
My, have our talks sparked an interest in such arts?
I wouldn't go that far. But from what I've seen, there's a lot more to life than just swinging swords and getting into fights all the time.
You wouldn't have gone without that knowledge for so long, had we Renans not pillaged your planet. Words cannot express how sorry I feel.
300 years of bad blood is too much to lay on one person's feet. That's something a man I admired once said.
I appreciate the sentiment. I pray that once all of this fighting is over, you'll be able to finally find a purpose for yourself, other than simply fighting.
You know, it's strange. I haven't given much thought about what I'm actually going to do with my life once our quest is all over. The only thing I've ever been good at in life is swinging my sword around and hitting things.
Then perhaps it's time for you to begin to contemplate what else you wish to do in life.
Aside from fighting... I guess you've got things like your music and antique collecting to look forward to after all.
Well, I'm sure you have other interests as well. From what I can tell, you seem to be rather interested in weaponry and Renan machinery, yes?
I'm only interested in weapons when it comes to how easy they are to use. And as for technology, I don't know a damn thing about it.
If you have the interest, you can always learn. Being able to understand and create technology that supports and improves lives is always valuable.
I'm not sure I'm cut out for studying. You're right, there's stuff I wouldn't mind knowing more about, but...
That was merely a hypothetical example. My point is that sometimes you can find the answer in the things that you like and already do.
Yeah, I hear you. Hey, I know. If we're talking about things I like, what if I tried opening a spicy food restaurant?
Not bad. Although your customer base may be limited.
I feel bad making you my life coach when I originally just wanted to drink together.
Think nothing of it. It is the least I owe you. My life wouldn't be what it is today had you and your friends not come to Vicent. In fact, I think I may owe you all more than I could ever hope to... Alvin?
Taufkumpan, okay. Jawohl, das gab den Erfolg. Sogar 2. Weil ich jetzt alle habe. Nice.
Feeling better after last night?
So. Da das jetzt aus dem Weg ist, rennen wir hier nochmal durch.
You finally made it.
Vermutlich muss ich jetzt im Aufzug wieder kämpfen. Ich hoffe nicht. Nee, es ist einmalig. Sehr gut. Gut. Jetzt sind wir wieder hier. Jetzt können wir wieder normal weitermachen. Kommt her.
Go no further!
Here I come! This one's the flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Illuminate the direction! Not my one! Slam us into next
No
week!
further! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Illuminate the dark!
You picked the wrong fight!
Far beyond the darkest sky! That'll bring you down!
Far enough! Rising
How
Falcon!
about this?
Blew away!
Flaming meteor!
The waters of creation! Here's a healing arm! Here! A chain of going in inner!
Try harder!
A wailing bamboo of lightning!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
You made me angry. That was a bad idea.
Dragon Swarm!
Take this!
Armor won't save you! No further!
A chain between
Not today!
a wailing bamboo!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Here goes
Dragon Swarm!
Annihilation! By the power! The waters of creation!
Ach komm. Der Fokus, der andere mich.
Looking good!
Boah.
I'm looking back! Slice! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
So, es ist zumindest nur noch der eine da.
Now we're not. I can carve through armor! Can't get out of bed!
Far enough!
Ah! You picked the wrong fight!
I never miss!
I'm not!
Inferno crossing! Here I go! And again! Radiant Here!
Crush!
Lightning to
Blow
death!
away!
A chain between heaven and earth! Trigger blade! A wailing dancing of lightning!
Radiant Slash!
Now you've gone and ticked me off.
Blow away! Radiant Slash!
Thank you for all your help.
Please, don't mention it.
I'm glad to know someone's got my back. I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher! How about this?
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Klatsch.
You sure showed them.
Sehr
All
gut.
in a day's work.
So. Schauen wir mal hier rein. Was geht hier? Okay. Und her.
Get lost!
Dragon Swarm!
Going in! Armor won't save you! Lightning hurricane! Airborne beast! My spec! Look sharp! Can't be squirrel!
Flying free! Why can't they just sit still? Seal, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! Not a chance! You're finished! Burn us! Burn! Take the loss!
Make it ready! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
Think we overdid it?
My turn! Here I
Not
come!
by a long shot.
This one's mine!
Now I can let loose!
Make it ready! Frozen!
Hammer.
Das ging überraschend schnell. Wieder irgendein Armreifen, oder?
We got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my taste.
Bringen denn die?
Naja. Personally.
Alle bis Stufe 1.
Will this help? Oh, violent sorrow. I'll smash you! Healing circle! Here I come!
The flame inside me!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Bring it back! Frozen
Hammer!
Wow, look what I just found.
So, gehen wir da hoch. Okay, das geht wahrscheinlich dann hier rum. Passt zu dem Outfit besser. Da passt das Goldene hier fast besser. Ja, dann nehmen wir das Goldene. Das passt hier doch besser. Und bei ihr passt das. Mit dem Schwarzen. So. Aber ich fand das Shirt jetzt nicht mehr so ganz so passend bei diesem Outfit. Fällt mir spontan ein. Ja, macht ja nichts. So, kommt her.
That's far enough! You're mine! Denied!
It's over!
Hurricane strike! Dance in the wind! Air drop! The waters of creation! Look sharp!
Aua.
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it! Blizzard blow!
All yours!
Healing dragon flaming meteor! Rain down and
Ready
ready
for it!
Hurricane
You're mine!
Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
Now you've no complaints here! You're mine!
Now!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Let the
Yeah.
marksman handle
Nice
this! Technique!
Struck! Stardust! It's on!
Now!
Stardust!
Astral energy! Full throttle!
Now! Eat dirt!
I'll heal you all!
You're mine!
A lizard blow! This one's mine! The flames will roar!
You're mine!
Here's a healing arc!
Now I can let loose! Dragon Swarm!
On guard! Freeze far enough! Magic
Here I
is
come!
Burning
Fly!
strike!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Get out of here! Hurricane Foot!
Dragon Swarm!
A chain between heaven
Take
and
it!
earth. A whirling blade of lightning!
Take this! Smash through it! Slash!
Lightning meteor! Do it! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny...
Little help! Switch on! Mega Ray!
Burn in hell!
I never miss! Hurricane Foot! This is gonna need all of us together! Going
In a vine?
Lightning Spear! Here's evil!
Not
on my watch!
Be still!
Lightning Meteor! Got it! Inferno Crosser! Now's our chance!
Soaring Rock Spear! Take it!
Winds of Heaven! Burst forth!
You're mine!
Glacier
Dragon Swarm!
Air Thrust!
Lightning Thrust! Rising Falcon! It's gone!
Beast of Fire!
Ignite!
Magic is there! Air Thrust!
This one's mine! Shattering the pieces! Attack time! Never see what I can do! No further!
Glacial Power!
Denied!
Flaming Meteor! Freeze Laser! This one's mine! Raging Flaming Meteor!
You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Winds of Heaven! First Force!
Blew away!
Mega Ray!
Raining Flash!
Hurricane Strike!
Here I come!
Flaming Meteor!
Und das nicht mehr viel.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malika! By the power of Fate! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Wow, look what I just found.
Oh, ein Haufen Kristalle. Das haben wir noch nie bekommen, mysteriöses Fragment. Es gab wirklich viel.
Right, here goes!
You want me?
Take this!
Come get me!
Swallow Blade's time!
Lunar Corruption!
You picked the wrong fight!
Don't mind if I do!
You're mine!
I never miss! This one's mine! Now you see what
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
sounds like a job for yours truly! Lightning Meteor!
Lightning
Give me a skin talk!
One at a time! An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Au, 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 au.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malika! Let me show you what my art can do!
See what I can knock it into next week! Take this!
Hurricane
Not feeling so hot.
Take it easy. You'll hurt yourself.
Sorry, didn't mean to make you worry.
Tiger Blade!
Try harder!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malika! All Hurricane Sword! Come down, the healing security!
Ignite!
Hurricane Sword Flings! Vanish forever! Railstruck!
Raining Slash!
Flaming Meteor! Do it!
Raining Slash! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Okay, haben wir jetzt alle damit geblendet?
Still got a ways to go.
Krass.
out of this!
I'm not done! Sleep now! It's time
This one
to finish
keeps
this!
charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Consuming
Got
wildfire!
it! I'll leave it to you!
Flame of
Here
fury!
I come!
Burning the waters of sweet offer! Hurricane Deal! Immortal
Save you!
So tired.
All that running around is catching up with me.
No, I
Kisara!
Muss ich Kisaras Stoppen gar nicht erst einsetzen. Ja, nehme ich auch.
Everyone hanging in there?
Level up. Ja. War hier noch was? Nee. Nee. Lohnt sich nicht.
The Zoogles here are putting up a real fight. That just goes to show how important this place is.
Or perhaps they simply thrived freely here under such harsh conditions.
I don't give a damn why they're here. We'll burn it all to the ground.
Ja, ja, mach mal.
The astral energy here is so dense. It's like trying to walk through water.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it?
I would say that is horrifyingly correct. After all, the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's the matter, Rinwell? Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah, it's like when I made contact with Dana's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it directly?
I don't think we have to worry about that. Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too, we might learn something, a weakness. But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
Are you insane? Rinwell, you're gonna...
Linwell!
There was only meant to be one world. And your goal is to make them one. Is this fear? What just happened?
Are you all right? Rinwell? Rinwell, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed!
He's right. You had us all terrified, Rinwell.
I'm sorry. I really am. But I know now. I know how the Great Spirit thinks. I know what it wants, how it feels. Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dana and Rena were meant to be one world. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but its will is clear. That's what the Great Spirit is trying to accomplish. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dana's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dahna while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The Great Spirit is scared. But it's not scared the way a rational person would be. It's more raw and undiluted. Like just pure fear.
Like an animal, acting out of instinct. Although admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with. At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dahna, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all six. Knowing all that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shion's thorns, doesn't it? The whole reason the Great Spirit is trying to unite Dahna and Rena into one world is in order to save itself. And if her thorns are part of the Great Spirit, then they must also be trying to save themselves?
Alphen, what is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Yet despite that, they seem to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening to you. Something wasn't adding up. But then I just realized something. If the Great Spirit doesn't want to die, then neither would your thorns. Those same emotions, that fear, that determination, and its energy must have been the same thing that was keeping you alive. You were its vessel.
In that case, is that why her thorns caused so much pain to anyone who touched her? Because they were trying to protect themselves?
If that's all true, then... well, it's more than a little ironic.
The Great Spirit merely expresses its desires. I imagine it was the Helganquil who were likely tasked with putting together and implementing an actual plan.
Shion.
I'm okay. We need to hurry and clean this mess up before it gets out of hand.
Still, even if the current state of the world is wrong like you said, does that really make everything okay?
If the world had been whole from the start, as it should have been, there'd be no Dahna and no Rena, no masters or slaves, no lords, no crown contest, maybe just peace.
Aber bis es schnell weitergeht hier in der nächsten Folge und ich sage danke fürs Zusehen und hoffe es hat euch gefallen. Wenn ja, wisst ihr, Like, Subscribe und die Welt von Dahna, wenn ihr es noch nicht schon längst getan habt, die Notification Bell aktivieren, dass YouTube weiß, dass ihr mehr von uns sehen wollt. Sollte euch YouTube nicht benachrichtigen, was wann bei uns abgeht, gibt es noch den Twitter-Account für Dennis, den ihr einen Follow drücken könnt und einstellen, dass alle Feeds angezeigt werden. Dann sieht bis zur nächsten Folge. Auf Wiedersehen!